When a nation is under attack and every conventional defense has failed, the final option is a highly specialized organization built for worst-case scenarios. The attacks on Mumbai on November 26, 2008, tested that final line of defense. As terrorists locked down the city, the National Security Guard, India's elite counter-terror force, deployed to neutralize the threat. Inside the NSG headquarters today sits a quiet reminder of that battle, a bullet-riddled sofa recovered directly from the Taj Hotel. They call it the Cradle of Sacrifice. For a new recruit, sitting on this sofa is day one. They are taking custody of a legacy built on blood. Guarding that legacy requires a training pipeline engineered to strip away human weakness and forge a weapon that simply cannot break. You cannot walk off the street and enlist in the NSG. The candidate pool is strictly invite-only, drawn entirely from top performers across India's army, police, and paramilitary forces. Each batch starts with roughly 800 highly experienced soldiers. The very first hurdle is a brutal one-week screening phase. Instructors subject these veterans to continuous physical exhaustion, then immediately test their precision with standard-issue weapons like the INSS rifle. The margins for error are microscopic. A candidate might be forced to fire from 25 meters away and maintain a grouping of just 3 centimeters, all while their hands are shaking from sheer physical fatigue. This high-contrast funnel chart shows the reality of that first week. We start at the top with 800 elite applicants. By day 7, the funnel narrows sharply, dropping more than half of the candidates. That happens before the actual training even begins. Those who survive enter the 12-week Commando conversion course. It kicks off with a phase called ice-breaking. For hours on end, recruits perform non-stop crawling and push-ups. The physical pain is secondary. The real target is the candidate's ego. The pressure escalates into a 48-hour continuous stress test. Candidates are forced to flip massive, heavy tires across the asphalt in 40 degrees Celsius heat, deprived of a single minute of sleep. Instructors also apply a concept called the toll tax. When a recruit hits their absolute physical limit, they are ordered to drop and execute up to 200 push-ups right before starting a highly technical drill. The goal is physiological manipulation. Instructors demand that the candidates stabilize their breathing, steady their hands, and accurately hit a sniper target 400 meters away while their heart rate is exploding, mimicking the massive adrenaline dump of live combat. This peaks in an exercise known as the Holy Chamber. Recruits are thrown into a tiny, pitch-black room filled with thick smoke. They must hold their breath, fight back the urge to panic, and locate a hidden map inside a box to escape. Pushing a human body to these extremes triggers the brain's natural response for blind panic. By repeatedly activating that survival instinct, the NSG trains its recruits to bypass it, teaching them to maintain absolute mental calm in the middle of total chaos. This diagram maps out the next phase. Surviving the 12-week crucible grants recruits entry into a 6-week unit induction. Here, the central NSG pipeline branches into 4 highly specialized operational pillars. The first is the counter-terror force. They operate in tight 6-man intervention teams, working seamlessly alongside highly trained canine commandos, like the Belgian Malinois. These dogs operate as high-tech scouts. They wear head-mounted visual systems with onboard cameras, allowing their human handlers to see exactly what the dog sees and issue remote, silent commands over long distances. The second pillar is the close protection force. They are known as the bullet catchers. Their tactical doctrine requires inserting themselves directly between extreme threats and high-risk VIPs. Then there is the bomb disposal squad. To mitigate the highest possible risks, this unit relies on remote-operated tracked robotics with mechanical arms that can manipulate explosives from up to a kilometer away. Finally, the counter-hijack force specializes in storming commercial aircraft. They deploy advanced countermeasures, including specialized weapons that fire invisible radio waves to instantly disable aerial drone threats. Equipping an operative with state-of-the-art technology solves one half of the equation. Putting that technology into the hands of a soldier whose psychology has been systematically hardened against fear creates an operational architecture designed to execute complex missions with 0 errors. After 18 exhausting weeks, the physical punishment finally stops. The surviving recruits clean up, dress in fresh uniforms, and prepare for the blackening ceremony. Here, they receive the Balidan, or Sacrifice, badge. Marching in perfect unison in their full black gear, they officially transition from candidates into Black Cat Commandos. Their first act after graduation is to enter the officers' mess and sit on the Cradle of Sacrifice, the sofa recovered from the Taj Hotel. They take your place where fallen heroes like Major Unnikrishnan once sat, formally accepting the weight of the organization's history. The result of this rigorous pipeline is absolute operational readiness. Right now, multiple NSG teams stand fully equipped, capable of deploying to a crisis anywhere in India in under 30 minutes. The NSG engineers a fail-proof shield for a nation of over 1 billion people. They extract payment through extreme suffering and training, ensuring they never have to pay with failure on the battlefield.